Hey guys, or should I say, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's Curry Spice back with another video. I don't know if anyone's gonna come on this live. I'm not really planning on it. Like, I'm not planning on anyone to come on. And I didn't want it to be that long of a video, but I'm gonna just cut to the chase. So first, I'm gonna say Merry Christmas. And for those who celebrate it, um, I don't really celebrate the way I used to because um, I guess like I'm more jaded as an adult. Um, I participate because of my kids uh, and my family. But other than that, yeah, when you get older, you just have like a different view of things. And I just wish Christmas was a little different in the United States. I just wish it was more on being with family. And it kind of is about that, but I just wish it was less materialized than what it is. That's the best I can say it. Um, but that's a whole nother topic of discussion. Um, I wanted to give you guys a model update. So I had my last show for the year, uh, maybe about a week ago or so, or maybe 2 weeks, going on 2 weeks now. And I've just been kind of taking the holidays, taking the time to myself, um, enjoying a little break, always working towards personal growth. I just recently started talking to family, like slowly but surely, starting to talk to family a little more. I've been taking a lot of time to myself. I haven't even really talked to my parents. In my personal growth, I just needed some time just away from outside influences and just kind of like work on my very best self. And it was kind of tricky because I couldn't I don't know. Like in 2019, it's been it's been rough. Like there's been rough moments. But the parts that I show of myself on social media, of course, those are going to be the parts that shine everyone because that's what they see. They don't see me behind closed doors. There's been depression, still going through that. There's been just a lot of ups and downs in my personal life that I'm still working through. And that's what the personal growth journey is for. Um, and yeah, I've been striving to be my very best self, and it's been a very slow personal growth journey, but I've been getting there slowly but surely. Um, I'm not really gonna talk about what exactly I'm doing, like as opposed that's comprised of like what a personal growth development looks like, because what looks like personal growth development to me might be different for other people. Um, and what I'm doing might be considered controversial to others. So, um, we've all been put on this earth to live our lives the way that we see fit, and no one can tell us how to live our lives. Um, so, but yeah, so I've just been thinking a lot about my worth. And I could actually do another video on this, but in this year, since I've been really putting myself out there in the modeling world and, well, as far as Los Angeles is concerned, and just California in general. Um, there's some good and bad points to it. Like, I do feel like a celebrity. And, but the thing is that there's a downside to that. Like, people have the tendency to, like, misuse your image. Like, just recently, there was a guy in my last fashion show, and I never met him before. And my husband took notice of him, and I took notice, and we were kind of putting the pieces together. And we exchanged Instagrams and things like that, because I wasn't exactly sure who he is. But, I mean, the person's just a model like me. But yeah, but like, I've noticed people using my image. They either want to take a photo with me, or if it's like maybe an organized modeling establishment, if they want to like use my image to help promote themselves or promote their organization. And you know, I realize now that my image is worth a lot, or at least like it's, you know, it's significant. And I'm not like putting myself out there to like, I'm not saying I'm the next Beyonce. I'm not saying that. But people kind of get away with what they can. And if you're like giving away your image or just letting people use your image to make themselves look good, you know, like this guy I told you I just recently exchanged Instagrams with, from judging his profile, he seems to be the type to, I guess, like surround himself around beautiful women to make himself like look more like, I don't know, affluent or the head of his game, or not even the head of his game, but more like top of the world, you know? And like things like that. Like you would think I would be complimented by it, and like part of it, like I was complimented by it partly, but I found myself to be more, I felt more used than anything, because then it was like, okay. And then I saw an opportunity where, you know, because I'm, you know, I'm in the process of like, or going through the motions of being my own boss, and I'm doing things to help put that into, you know, the universe, and, you know, make it a reality. But I notice when people seem to try to see what they can get away with you and take your kindness for weakness, then it's like they don't want to pay you what you're worth. They rather like cheapskate it. Like they want to get as much for free as possible. And then when you sit down and try to have a discussion with them about how much you intend on getting paid from them, then they kind of side eye you like, what? Like, you know, even if they ask you for your rates, and like this has happened to me recently, actually. Someone that I've done business with recently, and have the, you know, had the possibility of like working more with in the future. You know, like I'm networking with people. Always meeting new people, always locking like so many numbers in my phone, and adding so many new contacts on my Instagram. And someone, you know, because I modeled for this person before just recently, and they asked me what my rates are. And when I gave them, I didn't really give them a ballpoint figure, but I just told them it was up for negotiation, which was something that I probably shouldn't have said. But me like just trying to like be humble about it, like take the humble approach, then it's like, I guess they kind of reneged on, I don't even know the correct terminology for it, but for lack of a better way of saying it, they pretty much reneged on the whole like, what are your rates part of the discussion. They made it more like, yes, I asked what your rates are. However, I wasn't intending on paying you. Like, but I only asked to be, I don't know what you want to say, politically correct or polite or whatever the terminology is for it. But I think that's like, that's not cool, you know? Like, because it didn't come from the heart. It was just like, let me just say this out loud because it sounds nice. Or it makes me sound like I'm being considerate of the other person, you know? But you're more considerate of yourself. And then on top of that, promoting services that this person, like this person is promoting their services onto me, like trying to get money out of me, you know? But they're telling me I'm not worthy of getting paid from them. But, you know, like they want free services from me, things like that. And this is like something that's been going on a lot this year. And models, this is a whole other conversation. Like this could be another video. But models should really know their worth. And I think there's like, it's not everyone, but there's like certain designers, certain fashion coordinators, things like that. They have the tendency to, I guess, just try to make the model feel like it'll all pay off in the long run. It's all for exposure. Don't worry about it. You'll get famous as long as you just keep doing the free work for the next 2 to 3 years. You will get discovered, and I mean, people do get discovered, but it's not as, it might not be as easy as some of these people are letting on. Like they like to use the exposure excuse to not pay the models. So with all this, I'm just saying that I should know my worth and be more choosy with my gigs that I'm presented. There were actually a couple of things recently that I had to turn down. They were hard to turn down, but I had to do it. One was I was selected to be a contest. I guess the correct terminology is contestant for a fashion. What is it called? Miss Fashion Global. But I did some research on it, and seems kind of shady to me. For once, because I have to pay to get in. They accepted me right away. And then there was something else that was very similar. So a fashion show opportunity coming up for spring fashion show, and I turned it down because I had to pay to reserve my spot, like things like that. And it's like, we're in an industry, if you're a model, that is, or just in the entertainment industry as a whole, you're constantly being subjected to exploitation. So knowing your worth is very important. And I know a lot of these like authoritative people in the industry like to use blacklisting as a way of like, you know, like kind of scaring us into submission. Like, we're afraid to be blacklisted, so we just kind of accept things as they come. And And yeah, you do want to accept certain things, but you don't have to just bend over and take everything just because, you know. So, and I'm not like necessarily saying that I'll never do another free show ever again. Maybe in the right circumstance, I'll do it. Um, I'm just learning to be more choosy about it. And this is a difficult decision, guys, because I love modeling. Modeling has been my dream since I was like in elementary school, but I don't want to be enslaved by the thought of pursuing that passion and like to the point where I'm being exploited, you know, over and over and over and over. Um, I mean, there's a little bit of exploitation and everything, but in the modeling industry, and I know I've done at least one episode about this, and I could actually do another episode about it. Actually, this is kind of intertwined with this episode with the modeling, you know. Um, but yeah, it's just I just reached my enough is enough moment. Um, like I said, it's bittersweet, and in 2019, this year, I've been like I've been focusing a lot on modeling because I felt like I could like get like really popular with it, and I have to some degree. More people know me now than they did in the beginning of the year. My Instagram profile is definitely increasing in numbers, um, follower wise, and but yeah, it's a lot of stress, and I do want to be more creative and like more expressive of my creativity, which is one of the reasons why I want to model, because it's like, or why I want to model, because it's like, it's a platform where I can express myself. And okay, yeah, I'm filming right now. I'm live.
You crying?
Oh no, but I'm live. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, so but yeah, um, yeah. So looks like I'll be starting college in February, early February. So that's like literally right around the corner. So there's some things I need to do to kind of help prepare for that. It's online only, um, so it's not going to be. It's not like I have to pack up and move anywhere. Thank goodness. Um, there were some other avenues I was considering. I'm not sure if I want to talk about it in this video because this video is already running kind of long, so I'm almost at 20 minutes. But yeah, I guess like no matter what you do in life, just know your worth. Um, this year for me was just about just taking my leisure, like using my leisure to express my creativity. And I suppose next year will be more about making money, you know? I don't know how exactly I'm gonna make money, but I'll have to figure it out. Um, I still don't want to work for anyone. So if I can't freelance anywhere, and I'm sure I probably could freelance doing something. I have photography under my belt now. I have editing under my belt, and I have my creative content platforms to prove that. You know, I probably I am flirting with the idea of getting more than one master's degree. Um, but I guess we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get to it. Um, I would probably stay in. I kind of feel like I want to stay in school for as long as possible. Just get degree after degree after degree after degree, so that way it kind of stalls paying back the loan anytime soon. The only problem with that is, yeah, the only problem with that is it's gonna be a whole lot more loan to pay than it is now. With every program, every term I pass, it's just gonna be more and more on my loan. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I think I covered most of what I wanted to cover. Still trying to figure everything out, so I'll get there. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. Like, I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow and like have all the answers. But that's pretty much it. Looking forward to spicing up your life one episode at a time. And my house is really quiet. Almost everyone's gone. We have like maybe 6 people in the house instead of our 8. 2 people went on a trip. One on a trip out of state for the holidays, so they'll be back in about a week. But yeah. All right. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm not sure if this will be my last YouTube episode for the year. It might be. So take care of yourselves, guys. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. All that stuff. Okay. All right. Bye.